And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
It go back to the same screen.
Black 15! Mike, number 53! Mike, 53! Cluster.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the first play of the game. 48 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Black 15!
Check 53's Mike.
Rip left.
Slam.
Hey, Delta! Shot!
Now a first carry for their fullback. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Hey, go orange. It's orange.
53's the Mike.
Hey, Haywood. Give me that ball.
Now Rivers going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. As his guys are in for 6. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Let's go.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Allen. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mike 51. And let's get this,
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's complete to Croft. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
I'm on. Chance.
On first down, Taylor. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
51. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Here's Allen. Being chased out left. And the grab by Croft. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah,
and he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Taylor. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Huh? You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Delta! Hey! 5-7!
The first down throw here for Rivers. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. He got 29 yards that time.
180! 180!
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Hey, I want to go load it. Load it. Keep it skinny. 53. Mike.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Secretary 90, black 15. Get him.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Leonard Fournette, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, he finds Taylor, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. on third down. It's Taylor. Runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Block the team. It's our time. Easy.
Rivers now to throw on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. John Ross with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Throwing again. Allen. And that's off the mark. Incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Allen going to throw, and that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. To the air, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. In your face.
Five.
53.
Rivers to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Rivers. Throws right side, and that's complete. A 1st down and then some. 36 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Load it. Hey, 79.
53. Check 53.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
White 90. Black 11.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
White 89.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
3 buzz.
Run 80.
Check.
From the gun, Rivers. This is caught. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Room here to run. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack on first down, Allen. And the pressure gets to him again. Jerome Baker in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They keep it with Fournette on first down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Throwing Rivers. Able to shake him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Leonard Fournette. And an alley to run. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's Rivers. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Mike, 45. Hey, watch the leg. Check that.
Now a give, right side. Taylor. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 15. Check 15.
At the 8-yard line.
Five wide.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 30, 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Rivers on first down. Flushed out right. And incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers going deep downfield for Ross. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Run 80.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there for the Dolphins. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Hey, Delta!
53 is the mic. You're trash. Mike, 53.
Hey, Charlie!
Hey, defense, let's go.
Red!
53, Mike, 53.
Rivers again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Rivers on the money, complete. He's got the first down inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
I bought it yesterday. That's why I got
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Clinton Dix there for the stop. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go to the ground again with Taylor. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Sponge. No.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike, 45.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your
To throw, it's Allen. And he fires one incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
But you know, like they say, that nano blitz on heads and neck confuse the hell out the line.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Allen going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they try the right side here. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Yeah, they doing their thing.
Shoot! Alert! Half 10. Alert!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
6 o'clock come fast, bro.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You
Ready? STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm up, I can't spend the day with you.